Yep, yep. What up, dog? What up, YouTubers? It's your boy, Doggies 50, man. And I'm about to finish this damn mud finally. Finally, I'm about to finish this shit. Yeah, my son had a couple back-to-back games that we had to go to, so I ain't gonna lie, I'd have been tired because I'd have been out trying to help him work on his basketball skills and shit late night. So I just have been tired in the motherfucker, but I finally got some free time, so I'm about to go ahead and finish putting this mud and shit on the walls so we can get it done. Chris Sanchez, man, what's good with you, my G? I'm chilling, my dog. I'm chilling. So yeah, so I'm about to get ready to finish doing. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to work real quick. I ain't gonna do too much talking because I want to get all of this bathroom, at least the first coat of mud on these walls. And the only first coat that I have done is in this little area right here. So I just want to get this shit done, yo. Cause it took me a real long time to do my bathroom back in the back, and I don't want it to take that long for this bathroom. It took me a long time to get that back bathroom, and actually, for real, this bathroom I think is more challenging than that bathroom. For real. Because that bathroom back there was just a little bit, like, it was bigger. what is in here? I got something in my I'm not even gonna worry about it. I'll pick it out. I'll pick it out later. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and slap what we got in there. Mario Mustaler, man, what's good with you, my G? How you feeling, bro? Harry Cupboard in the building. Kyle Buckman. Nah, I ain't been in here. Shit, you go back and watch the beginning of the stream. I've been busy doing other shit. Like my son been having basketball games and shit like that. So I ain't really been able to, you know what I'm saying, to come in here and balance all of the shit that I've been doing. To come in here and get all of this shit done. Like I ain't been in here since the last time I came in here at all. Me and my wife was spending some QT time. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, nigga, I ain't done yet. But I'm about to be though. Yeah, I ain't gonna stop today until I'm done mudding. So don't worry, Kyle Buckman, my G. We'll be all done after today. Yeah, well, I be trying to explain to people like, yo, you know, when you doing work for somebody, it's a different story. You know what I'm saying? When you working for somebody, nah, you can't. I would have been done. You know what I'm saying? For real. But it's my shit, and you know what I'm saying. I can take my time and get it the way I want to get it. Do it the way that I want to do it. It ain't like, you know what I'm saying, I gotta be rushing and shit like that. It's my shit. But regardless of the fact, I'm still rushing because I need to get it done. So, so much for that, right? All right. I'm not even gonna I'll usually take these what's names off, but I'm not even gonna worry about it because these ones is I don't want to tear them up, pulling them off. So I'm just gonna leave them up there because I don't want to buy no more baseboards. I just replaced all of the baseboards in my whole living room, dining room, and my back bathroom back there in the back. Damn more. Okay, what's good with you, Jason? G Rod make stuff. What's good, bro? I'm gonna have ultrasound could have permanent nerve damage in my right hand. Damn, boy, what the hell you been doing? Harry Cupper, my G. Shit. No. All right. Let's go ahead and get this top half done. He said putting frosting on the walls, pretty much. Damn it. Damn it. Yeah. So I had the icing that part for real. Sheesh. Right. All right, so we all out of mud. Oh no, we all out of mud. I don't know if y'all remember how much was in there, but all right, so this should take us all the way over to the other side of the bathroom and a little bit more. So yeah, yeah. Always remember before you, every time you get new mud, always clean off your tools first. If you quick with it though, you know what I'm saying. Like you won't have to, but if you slow as hell like I am, you might want to clean your brush off or your trowel. Because what happens is that mud gonna get hard on there, and then it's gonna start to create flakes. Which, if you keep on wiping around the flakes, eventually, the moistness of the wet mud will loosen them up, to where they're manageable. But it's just a pain in the ass trying to dig out pieces of dry drywall out of a smooth surface. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like you just gonna keep on like roughing it up every time you run over it. So, sure you clean your tools off. It'll help you out a lot. Help you out a lot. A lot. All right. Mud bucket number 2. All right, so we on mud bucket number 2, and we up on this half of the bathroom now. As you can see, this side over here is already starting to dry. That side ain't started to dry yet because I put a little thicker of a coat on that end over that wall socket, because I put it thick around the wall socket because, like I said, I'm not worried about all those lines and all that shit because I'm gonna sand all that off anyway. So whenever you put in this, if you decide to do a skim coat and you start to see lines and shit in the walls, as long as you're not leaving a big clump of mud. I mean, even if you leave a big clump of mud, it's not really gonna make a difference. You just gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? You're just gonna have to knock it off. And see, let me show y'all what I'm talking about before I get started real quick, so you get a better idea of what I'm talking about. Okay. So I'm gonna grab just a dry spatula, right? And I don't know, this camera on this what's the name sucks, but I'm trying to see if I can show this to y'all real quick. But you see these lines like this right here? You see that? All you gonna do before you sand, all you gonna do is come over these lines and do just like this. Now I'm gonna put a second coat on here anyway, so it really, like I said, it doesn't matter anyway. But before I put my second coat on, all you're gonna do is take a regular spatula and run this across that line, just like that. See the line going? And then you just go over and, you know what I'm saying, you'll touch up. And then when you sand over it, like I said, it'll all go smooth. And then all you have to do is just go back over the spots that you scraped and wipe you a little bit more mud on there. So, like I said, if you start to see stuff like that, don't even worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Everything can be touched up after, you know what I'm saying, everything is done. It's a little bit tedious process, but I found that trying to get the line out, if you keep trying to get the line out, you're just gonna keep digging around in your mud, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like then you're gonna have like spots of your mud where it's gonna be low and high and all of that shit. That's why you get you a big trowel like this so you can spread out a whole, you know what I'm saying, a whole line full, you know what I mean? So yeah. You can spread out a whole line, and then if you do have to dig something out, at least your mud will all be one, you know what I'm saying, like the same thickness, using one like this. If you use a smaller trowel like this, like use a little smaller one, you're gonna have like lumps. You're gonna have a lumpy ass wall, pretty much. And you're not gonna be able to get the lumps out of the wall. Once you get it on there like that, you're not gonna be able to get it out of the wall. I mean, you can, but it's like sanding down something lumpy on a flat wall, you know what I'm saying? Like you're going to sand down one lump, then you'll have to move to the next lump. But then when you stand back and look at it, it's still going to look lumpy as fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like regardless, no matter how you look at it. And when I say lumpy, I don't mean like little bitty bumps. I'm talking about like lumpy, like the wall will look wavy because, you know what I'm saying, you didn't put an even coat of mud on the wall. So I'm gonna shut my goddamn mouth because I'm trying to get this shit done. And we almost done. Well, we almost done with the first coat. I'm probably gonna put the second coat on tonight, but it's probably gonna be like later tonight because I'm gonna let this dry, and it depends on how long it takes that to dry or this whole bathroom to dry. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get that second coat put up there, whether or not if it's tonight or early in the morning. Like I said, I done been pretty much sleep all day, and when I say all day, I mean all motherfucking day. I was watching my favorite TV series, Power. I don't know how many of y'all watch Power, but yeah, Power. That's my TV show. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm trying to find somewhere to put this camera real quick so I can set it up. So that it's not in the way. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start back down here at the bottom. We'll start back down here at the bottom down here on this side of the wall. You always want to work from the bottom and work your way up. So I'm gonna start down here at the bottom of the wall, down here, and just try to work my way on up to the back to the top. Then once we get along the top up there, then we'll go sideways along the top of the door jamb. Let me get this little piece of caulk. It's paper and caulk right here. And I need to get it off. Where's my screwdriver at? And that's why it's so hard for this shit to come off of here, because I just put this caulk on here. The last time I was in here. So that's why it's so damn hard to come off. Got it. Yeah, see, I just put that caulk in there. It's still flexible. It was like some months ago. bad, y'all. I gotta get this other caulk off real fast before I start. I need to hurry up so before my blood start drying up. There we go. I thought I had pulled all of it off. I pulled it off at the top up here, but must have forgot this part down here on the bottom. Trying to get all these little flaky boogers off the wall. Yeah. Okay. And again, man, like, and for those of y'all that's either just coming in here or haven't seen me doing this and wondering why I'm putting the mud over the whole walls, is because of wallpaper. So I got to cover up the shreds of the wallpaper on the wall. And I didn't want to replace the drywall right now because one of the main reasons why I'm not replacing the drywall because we got foundation. I don't know if we got foundation problems, but it's something going on with the foundation. I don't know what it is. Like I said, I'm new down here in Texas, so I don't know what's going on with the foundation and shit for real. But what I do know is I'm not finna go and spend no $2,000 on drywall to put up in here, and it ain't gonna do nothing but just crack because the foundation is not stable. So that's one of the reasons why I'm just not putting all new drywall in here. And it don't crack in here in the bathroom or nothing like that. Ain't none of the walls in here crack. But I got a couple of stretch cracks out in the living room around the front door. And I don't know exactly why I'm having that issue. But like I said, once money get back in order, you know what I'm saying, we'll figure out exactly why it's doing that. Well, I keep getting mud all over my goddamn. Every time I put my elbow down, I kept feeling something cold. I'm like, yo, how do I keep getting mud on my elbow? I still ain't figured it out. Junior Unruly, what's good with you? Big Will, what's good, my G? How you feeling, bro? Judge Face, more mud. Yeah, more mud, my G. It ain't more mud. I haven't finished putting up the mud from the last time. I'm just not putting up the mud from. This is just the first. This is still the first coat. I've been busy, dog. right. Ugh. Now we gotta do is go across the top up here. Go across the top. That's pretty much all we got left on this wall. Then we're gonna go on across the top of the tub up here. And then we're gonna do all of these walls right here. And then we're gonna let it dry. And then I'm gonna let it dry. Speedy Games home, man. What's good with you, my G? He said chilling and sipping. Yeah, that shit sound good. That shit sound good. Right? All right. It's on off to the top part of the bathroom over here on this side. I'm gonna step out, man, and take me a smoke real quick. Try to clean my mud bucket up a little bit. Well, let me see if I can tilt it down. You try to keep your mud bucket decent. It's like every now and then, like, you know, the less mud that you get in it, it's gonna start going over in the corners. And I don't know if y'all can tell. So you want to just try to scoop it up out of them corners. Scoop it up out of the corner and just place it back here in the middle of the trowel. Because it's hard to get it out of the corners, you know what I'm saying, when you just, like, while you're working. So just want to take your time and get that. Usually, you know what I'm saying, like I said, depending on how you hold the trowel, if you hold it in the middle of your hand, it tends to, like, start to run. and slide down. So just try to keep it from cooling up in those corners so you can get it all used and keep it in the middle of your trowel so that when you stick it down in there and you get your scoops out, you can get it right off the edge right there. Instead of having to dig out, you know what I'm saying, in your corners and shit like that. So I'm gonna set this right here for a second. I moved it around a little bit. Y'all can see I got mud and shit all over. I'm getting it in today. As y'all can see, I got mud and shit all over my edge. So like I said, I'm gonna step out and smoke real quick. I piled up my mud in my tray so that it don't get hard in the next 5 minutes. And yeah. I got mud all over my socks and shit. I know I done stepped in some mud because my foot felt slippery a minute ago. All right. It's not straight fruit out here. Y'all all right? You sleepy? You about to go to bed? Did you sleep all day? No? I slept all day. You slept all night and then all day. What about last night? You sure didn't watch the movie with me? Okay. Just wait on honey to come home. Call her and tell her to bring me one of them lemonades. Damn, man. And I came out here yesterday and got my leaf blower. And so I blew all my leaves. I blew all my leaves off the lawn. And so, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, I'm gonna blow them off the lawn, and then I'm alright, man. I got some shit, man. Shit, yo, I hit that shit one time, man. I'm done, yo. I'm zooted. I'm on cloud 56 right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm cool. I'm about to smoke this Black & Mild real quick, but so I go out and blow the leaves off my lawn and shit, right? Man, I get up to, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I piled them all up and shit. And I'm like, you know, I was going to pick them up, but it started getting dark and shit. No, it was early in the morning and I hadn't had no sleep because, you know what I'm saying, I had been like out all night with my son practicing basketball with him, right? So, man, I get up. I'm like, man, I'm going to pick them up. We're gonna pick them up tomorrow. All the kids get out of school tomorrow on early release. Why the fuck is raining out there, bro? Beast plays. I smoke gelato. Oh, yeah. That's what's up. I smoke vitamin W. I smoke vitamin W. I don't know about gelato or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Only vitamin W for me, my G. Gas. Nah, I know what you're talking about. I don't believe in all them names and shit. I don't be trying to go. Motherfucker be like, man, it's Harry Potter Kush. Like, man, get the fuck out of the way. Give me a bag, motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just what the fuck I called it. Shit. Weed is weed, man. Shit, I ain't nobody got time to be learning weed by his name. I gotta remember real people name. Why the fuck I got to remember the name of some weed? But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not riding around in the car with no motherfucking weed dictionary. Like I'm not finna even go mess with him. Hey man, shit, let's pull out the weed dictionary and see what the real name of it is. Yo, man, I know by now. I'm 36 years old. I think that I know by now, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, what good weed is and what bad weed is. And you know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, you know what I'm saying, depending on, like I said, they got mood weeds and shit like that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I think I'm a pretty good good judge and character in the weed game. Like, cause I know what I do know is like stickier you know what I'm saying, sticky. Yeah, it's always the plug telling you the strand. So you know what I'm saying, plug can say anything to get you to buy that shit. Like if you be like, ooh, as long as you be like, ooh, yeah, hell yeah, I want some motherfucking blueberry pineapple bean dip weed. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, motherfucker gonna put a name on it. But like I said, you should, if you smoke, you ought to know, you know what I'm saying? Like, so when if I go get me something, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, nigga, I know stickier, denser weeds, like, you know what I'm saying? Like real sticky, real hard, you know what I'm saying? Like, real like sticky, sticky weeds like that be more, you know what I'm saying, more sativas and shit, you know what I'm saying? But like looser, more spread apart buds and the more drier, like dry weeds, you know what I'm saying? It's like indica weeds, you know what I'm saying? Like, like head high weeds where you be like, yo, I want to be up and moving and doing shit. I don't want to be sluggish. But the more denser and, like stickier and shit like that it is, you know what I'm saying? Usually it's more of a heavy, you know what I'm saying, a heavy type weed to have you sitting back like, yeah, I'm high. I'm just high. But yeah, man, like shit, trust me, I got my I know a little bit. Man, I don't like, you know what I'm saying, man. Yeah. Everybody always be saying that shit. Like, I go to Cali to get, you know what I'm saying, man, dude, that shit, weed is everywhere. If you got to go all the way to Cali, yo, you doing something wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, your area is doing something wrong. If you got to go all the way to fucking California, if you got to go all the way to California to go get it, I hope you the plug. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, but motherfuckers always be like, man, I go all the way to California to get my, like, man, cut it out, bro. Like, cut it out. I'm right here, damn near next to motherfucking California. I ain't even driving to motherfucking California to get my shit. So it's like, yo, who does that? Where you live at, Beast Plays? Yeah, no, I ain't saying you lying. I'm just saying, my G, where you from? Boy, you sure saying a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? I hope your best friend ain't watching my channel because I will kill your ass. You sure said a whole lot. My best friend, the plug. Go on, get your ass busted. You know what? Let's just stop this conversation right now before you get yourself in trouble. You and me both. Cause it ain't quite legal, right? It ain't quite legal right here where I'm at anyway. So let me hurry up and smoke real quick, man. Nah, you cool, my G. You good. I'm just saying, a lot of motherfuckers be like, that's a lot of that shit going on these days. Motherfuckers be, you know what I'm saying, all over the fucking internet, you know what I'm saying, talking and, it might just be general conversation for us, but yeah, dig. So what y'all niggas got going on for the week, man? Week almost over with. We almost there. Yeah, internet like to twist your words. You know how they be chopping. You ever see them videos and shit? How motherfucker take what you say and chop that shit up so many times and make you sound like you didn't say something totally different. Like shit, crazy, man. It's crazy. Yeah, work and smoke. I know that shit right. Yeah, man. I just been so busy, man, for the last couple of days, shit, trying to get other shit together. You know what I'm saying? Like I got all kind of projects and shit around my damn house that some stuff I just started, some stuff, you know what I'm saying, is just, residual from, you know what I'm saying, like when we moved in and just, they not eyesores or nothing like that. Like I had to go and I had to put caulk along my baseboards and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like just stuff that I didn't, stuff that I just didn't do, you know what I mean, when I got done working shit, cause when you're ready to see your house all in order and, you know what I'm saying, I got my wife, you know what I'm saying, on my back. So she she ready to put her furniture back, you know what I'm saying? So, once I get everything up there, everything looks done. Like if you go in there and you look, if I went in there right now and I showed you and did an aerial and turned around, you'll be like, oh, everything together. But then if I go up to the baseboards, you'll see it ain't no caulk on the baseboards. You feel what I'm saying? But you won't see it from, like, you won't walk in my house and be like, oh, you ain't got no caulk on your baseboards. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, speaking of baseboards, this is the I can't even. It's up under some shit right now, but I got a whole baseboard right here that I can't remember where I was gonna put it at. I was gonna put it somewhere. Farming. Say you about to farm, huh? Damn, Chris Sanchez, how come you don't never get online? What farming you got? I'm gonna go in the house for the puff puff pad. I'm gonna go in the house. This is just a black and mild, yo. I had to come outside and smoke the tobacco. This shit kind of look like on camera. This motherfucker almost look like an e-cigarette or some shit. Like the cherry don't even look like it's a cherry. It look purple. But nah, I'm gonna go in the house for that. I just gotta come outside to smoke tobacco. Tobacco stank inside your house, yo. Like I stopped smoking back there in my back room and all that shit. I quit. I could stop doing that shit again too, cause that shit stank, man. Like after a while, you know what I'm saying. Like if you got, I had clothes and shit back there. You know what I'm saying, like. And man, like all that shit, I go to put my jacket on, that motherfucker smell like a big ass pile of smoke. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't fuck with jazz. No, I do everything I smoke is all originals, yo. Like I don't do all that new shit, yo. I ain't from the new days, so you know what I'm saying. That shit ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? I'm 35 years old. I was born in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? So when I came up, they didn't have all of that flavorful shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, flavor this and flavor that. Now they did when I was younger. They was coming out with it, but I wasn't with it then. I'm like, shit, yo, I'm sticking to all original shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that. When I smoke my Rillos, I don't smoke all that flavored ass. You know what I'm saying? Like the flavor is the goddamn weed. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck you gonna go and put strawberries and weed together for? That shit just don't make no sense. Blueberries and weed. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man, I just want to smell my motherfucking weed. Like, if I can't smell my weed, then I don't know what the fuck is in it. You feel what I'm saying? You go to putting flavored chocolate and shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, if there's something wrong with your weed, you don't even know because you know what I'm saying. You got all this flavor and extra shit. You know what I'm saying, to be worried about. No. Stay original, man. You know what I'm saying? Like now, if you born in the 90s and you born, you know what I'm saying, like in 2000 or some shit like that, then no, all that shit is for you. That shit was there before you got here. You know what I'm saying? Like, but y'all, the shit that like CBD oils and shit like that, I don't fuck with none of that shit, yo. Because none of that shit even out back then. You feel what I'm saying? Hippies and shit might have been doing it, but it wasn't known like to everybody. You feel what I'm saying? So I can't do the switch over. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Let the old shit kill me. I'd rather the old shit kill me. You feel what I'm saying? Than trying out some new shit and then bring on a whole new problem. I'm cool. Oh yeah, I ain't worried about the subs, bro. I don't be worried about the subs, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just you know what I feel about subs, bro. This is how I feel about subs, man. When I watch YouTube, sometimes, man, That's why I support all the smaller YouTubers, because sometimes you'll go out there and you'll see a smaller YouTuber who just real. You feel what I'm saying? Like everything that motherfucker do is just real. It ain't like, I'm like fabricated all, like, oh, I got this big nice area, so this is just where I be at. This is just what I want y'all to see or whatever, whatnot. Like shit, I'm one of them life motherfuckers. I'm like, yo, this the shit that I do. This me. This hello, hi, motherfucker. Like, yo, I'm just a real motherfucker. So it's always like the real people that don't get noticed like that. Like real shit don't never get notified, don't never get, noticed in the world. But all that fake shit, like TV and all that bullshit, all that shit get recognized and get seen and looked at as, people glorify it and shit, But it's fake. It's fake, and people look up to it. They see people on the TVs and shit with nice clothes, and they go out and try to buy the clothes and all of that shit. Like I said, shit, I just ain't with all that shit. Be real sometimes. So, motherfucker, I like to see real life shit. And how you gonna have a reality show on TV and ain't shit about the shit reality? Ain't nothing about it reality. You got some shit called reality TV, my nigga. And you know what I'm saying? And ain't nothing about it real. Come on, my G. Come on, man. Facts. I'm not saying, like everybody should watch me just because I'm doing real shit. I ain't saying that. I'm just saying that shit. Why the fake shit get all the recognition all the time? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, I think, but I feel it. I feel it on both ends of the stick, though. I feel it on both ends of the stick, though, because like say if I had 15,000 subscribers, right? Say if I had 15,000 subscribers, and it was 1,000 of them in my chat. You know what I'm saying? And it's 1,000 of them in my chat. Can you let it breathe out whenever you get a chance? Out. Yeah. And say it's 1,000 of them in my chat. It's gonna be kind of difficult, you know what I'm saying, to play a game and keep up with 1,000 chats running through running through your chat. So some people I can give that pass that, like, yo, it ain't his fault. He not just ignoring me and nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people in here right now. But then you got some people, like you'll go on their channel and like you'll be like, hey, and it don't be nobody else in there. And you be like, hello. 20 minutes later, 2 hours later, 2 days later, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, is this nigga gonna say something or what? Like, I done done it on my stream. Like, you know what I'm saying? People be done saying shit and I'll be so far into the game where, I can't comment or whatever, whatnot. So, I mean, sometimes it's purposely done. And I think sometimes it's just done by like accident. Speedy can't say, he say all that new is some bullshit. I know that shit, all right? Right? All right, so let's go ahead, man, and keep this thing trucking. Man. Hold on real quick. It's a nail in this damn wall, and I'm gonna have to pull this motherfucker out. I didn't even see that. I don't even know how I missed that. Yeah, I think I hammered it in. Oh, I did hammer it in there. Whoa, shit. Whoa. Hey, Ruth.
You might be upset with me.
You want to get my drink with you?
No, my phone was dead.
Aw, see what I'm saying?
We got early release tomorrow. You want me to get it before I come home? Okay, fine. Never mind. I offered to get it for you. Never mind, yeah.
See how quick people just get an attitude all of a sudden when they forgot that they can't do nothing for you?
What?
How you gonna get your attitude with me? Someone's
I tried to be cool. Never mind.
Oh, you try to be cool? Alright.
I guess it didn't work out so well.
Oh, okay.
Do you want me to get it or no?
I mean, it don't matter. It's cool. Whenever.
Okay.
Ain't no big deal.
Oh, boy.
Alright.
So Sorry, bro.
All right, all out of mud. That's it. That mud took me a little bit longer. Took me a little bit farther than I thought it would. All right, let's get some more mud in the bucket, baby. Might have to clean it out first. Let's see. It's still loose. Let's just go ahead and get some mud in this bucket. Get some more mud in the bucket, like bucket. We need some more mud in the bucket, like bucket. Vanilla pudding. Shit, that shit don't look like no damn vanilla pudding. If motherfuckers eating vanilla pudding look like that shit, boy, something wrong, my G. Shit look more like some moldy ass vanilla pudding. All right. So our mud bucket is back on Freddy. Yeah. Freddy mean fool for those of y'all, you know what I'm saying, that ain't from the hood and don't be using that slang, you know what I'm saying? We on Freddy. We fool right here, baby. So we about to go ahead and get this mud up on the wall. Now, this bucket of mud should at least take me all the way back around to this wall right here behind me. And it should be enough mud in this bucket to finish this corner. Whoa. Finish this corner around the shower head and back down this wall right here. Should be enough mud in this bucket for that. So let's get to it. All right. All right. Damn, this damn mud in this bucket heavy. You got it out the mud. I was wondering where that damn shit came from. It fell out the damn bucket. Damn it. Lasagna. Lost it. I have some nice mud chunks to clean up behind the toilet. All right. Man, it's a big ass spider web. What? Ask me what?
Huh?
Ask me what?
I was gonna ask you, like, if before you lay down, you put their clothes in the dryer.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Who clothes am I putting in there?
Deuces.
Are you there? Well, I got a good. I be having a pretty good goddamn judgment about where that mug gonna go. It's because I'm a beast. And I'm a dog. I'm a beast dog. I'm a dog beast. I'm a sheepdog.
Well, you got early release tomorrow too, right?
Dalton, man, what's good with you, my G? Movie guy gaming, what's good with you, my G? Croc 342, man. My bad, y'all. My bad. You said I missed the spot? I don't think so, Dalton. I don't think so. I don't think so, Mr. Dalton, my friend. All right, so I got one more. I got one more water. And I am disarmed. Baby. So, just to show y'all the what it looked like, and to show you I didn't miss any goddamn spots at all. Didn't miss shit. Mr. Dalton, funny guy. So that's what it is before it dry. Y'all can see it's all wet and shit. So we're gonna let it dry. And then once it's dry, we're gonna sand that daddy down. Sand that daddy down. So it's already starting to dry up here. It's already drying up right there. And all over here on this side of the bathroom is pretty much all drying up. So you see over here on the wall outlet that I did is drying up around there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to Croc say you got something in the Discord. Vanilla pudding. But oh man, I'll check it out as soon as I get in the man cave. My man Croc. Okay, so like I was saying, we're gonna let it dry. Like you can see, like some of these spots where I was telling you, like where the wallpaper, and this is just like a little piece right here where the wallpaper didn't come off of the wall. So that's the spot that we're gonna end up having to either pull off and touch up as we go. And every time we see a little bubble up spot like that, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna just go ahead and pull it off and remud. Like I said, by the time when I'm done in here, all of these walls is gonna be ultra baby ass smooth. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna go out here in the living room because I need to go out and smoke real quick because I'm pretty much done in here anyway. So I'm gonna go out here in the living room and show y'all. Oh, what I mean. Okay, we got clothes and shit. We doing laundry, so it's clothes and shit everywhere. So I'm just gonna show y'all this piece of the wall right here. Well, you can see like all of these walls in here. I did that to all of that. What I did in there, what I'm doing in there to the bathroom, I did that to all of these walls. All of them. All of this, all these walls all the way back here. Let's see, I'll go turn on the light. Like I said, I got all my kids' clothes and shit all over the floor. And I got all my work shit out here. But anyway, all these walls, that's why the vents and shit is all off up there. But all of these walls up here, all that. I redid all of that. All of these walls. And if you look up here, when I was telling you about the stress cracks from the what's the name? Like those are the stress cracks that I be talking about. And I be having to shave them off every now and then. But I'm show you see how smooth this wall is. I mean, I don't know if y'all can see it, but in all these walls, I'm gonna show y'all what these walls had on them. Why I did it. See this wall right here? I don't know. Can y'all see the texture on it? All the walls in here look like that when we moved in. Every single wall in here looked like that when we moved in. And I went and put my expertise on it and covered all of that shit up. Hell yeah, I work hard. Shit, you know how, man, do you see that? Okay, do you see, listen, you see what I'm doing in that bathroom. Listen, look at this wall right here. This is the biggest wall. You know how long it took me to do this wall like that? And I got vaulted ceilings. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't I can't even touch that shit up there. Like, even if I jumped up there as high as I fucking could, you know what I'm saying? Like, this how high my ceilings is. You see this fan? See this fan? I can't even touch the goddamn fan. And then it's still, you know what I'm saying, like a whole fucking 4 feet, you know what I'm saying, 5 feet fucking to the what's the name. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I do work hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, now I can't say how fast I work on my own shit. Like, if it was somebody else's shit, you know what I'm saying? Like I said before, I'd have been done by now. But like I said, man, like, yeah, I put in work, bro. I put in work. That was a lot. That's a lot of mud. That was like fucking, I think that was about, I think 3 buckets. I think it was like 3 buckets and one of those, and just a square package of mud. And Don, you asked me what mud was I using. I'm using the green lid, the regular multi-compound mud. I ain't bring my lighter out here, so I had to use the trusty blowtorch. I'll burn y'all asses up. It's about $12 a bucket. It's $12 a bucket, and then you can get pretty much like a half a bucket that come in the box for like $7. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, if you got a small project like that bathroom in there, I could have got just that little box and I could have did the whole bathroom in there. But you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I like to have more than enough. Like I hate to have to run out, then have to go back to the store and get more. So, you know what I'm saying? I just go ahead and get the bucket. It's only $12. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest with you, one of those buckets would be enough to put a thin skin coat over all of those walls in there. But since that texture was it's not outside, it wasn't outside texture, it's indented texture. You feel what I'm saying? So it took a whole lot more mud to cover it up than, you know what I'm saying, then I think it would, you know what I'm saying, like if it was like popcorn. Like if it was popcorn, like this shit right here, if I put mud on that shit right there, first of all, if I put mud on it, it's gonna make it heavier, and that shit just gonna fall off the popcorn gonna fall off the damn wall. You feel what I'm saying? I know y'all might think it might be stuck up there, but that'll work better on the wall that's on the wall, like on the side walls. You can do, if you got popcorn on your side walls and you put mud on there, that'll work. But if you try to do that shit on the ceiling, man, your whole ceiling, that whole drywall gonna come down. It's because it's too heavy, yo. It'd be too heavy. So that's why I didn't do the ceiling part. But I just don't like texture. You know what I'm saying? Like texture down here in Texas, the reason why I don't like texture down here, man, is because it's always like little bugs and shit. You feel what I'm saying? It's always little bugs. And when you got texture, sometimes you can't tell when it's bugs just sitting on the walls and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like how you would if the wall was flat and you look up there like, what the fuck is that? You feel what I'm saying? And you can just kill it. But if you got texture on your walls, you walking past bugs just looking you all in the face, spiders and shit, just laying in the creases of the popcorn and shit. Like, I don't like all that shit. Yeah. You know how you ever came home one day and like been walking and like got stuck like, whoa, because you see a fucking spider just like dangling from the goddamn ceiling, like shit like that. I hate that shit. I hate that. That's oof. So that's why I decided to go ahead and put a skim coat. It's called a skim coat. You know what I'm saying? I decided to put a skim coat on the walls. It's just a thin layer of mud over the wall. Once you get it on the wall, you put you some primer on there so you can seal it. You know what I mean? The same way you would do anything else. Like most people, I think they call them level 5 or category 5 finishes or some shit like that. Where, you know what I'm saying, after you put your tape and everything up and you mud all of your drywall screws, then you go over the whole wall and you put that same amount of mud over the whole wall and you sand it all down to get, you know what I'm saying, like a whole smooth wall. So, like I said, mine is different than a category 5 because, like I said, I'm not putting it on a smooth surface. If I was putting it on a smooth surface, this shit would have been done. Like if that whole wall in there was just smooth, you know what I'm saying, I'd be cool. But since it's jagged, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna have to put a coat on it to flatten it out. And then I'm gonna have to put another coat on it to cover up any imperfections, you know what I'm saying, that lumpiness might have caused. You know what I'm saying? Then once I get the imperfections covered all up, once all the imperfections in the wall is covered up and I don't have nothing like no little lumps or little bumps and little, orange pilly like sections on the wall, then I can put the third coat on there, which will be the flat coat. And then I can sand it all down for that butt ass baby. Ooh, ooh. That smooth shit, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, it's still gonna be a process, you know what I'm saying, for everybody that's thinking like, oh, well, you know what I'm saying, you just put the mud up on the wall and then once you're done doing that, nah, you know what I'm saying, I got 2 more coats to do. It depends. If when this shit dry and I knock all of the imperfections down and everything, if I put that second coat on and it covers up the majority of the imperfections that I just fixed, this next time I go around, then I won't have to do shit else. if that coat covers up everything, I won't have to do nothing, because then all I had to do is hit it with a light sand, probably like some 120 grit or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Hit it with a light sand, and then, and be done with it. So that's what I'm hoping that I can go ahead and do that and be done with it. But I'm kind of banking toward the fact that I know that when I come back in there this time and I look at it and I, get all the imperfections off, I'm gonna have to put another coat on there, and then probably put that third coat on just to smooth it all out. So, because like I said, I want at least that much mud on the wall, at least that much. That's probably about an eighth. You know what I'm saying? A half an eighth. I need about at least a half an eighth. You know what I'm saying? An eighth of mud on the wall would be totally perfect for any job that you do. You know what I'm saying? An eighth inch of mud on the wall would be totally perfect. You can sand off as much as you need to sand off. You know what I mean? As long as you just don't sand off, too much in one little spot. You know what I'm saying? But if you just sand the wall, if you put your hand on the wall and you just sand it like this, long strokes. Don't do nothing short. Don't do no shit like this unless you're working on something, unless you're working on like a lump or something like that, like, like a big deposit of Chris Satirla, man. My bad, Chris, bro. My bad. I think I did say what's up to you. I hope I ain't miss you, man. But you know what I'm saying? Unless you're working on like a little lump or something like that, that's when you want to hit it real quick. But when you're doing the whole wall, you just, matter of fact, where is my what's the name, man? Did I take it in there too? I think I might have already took it in the house already. You're gonna use this right here. It's a hand sander. And you're gonna use this, and you're gonna put a 120 grit on this right here. And then once you get your 120 grit on there, then you're just gonna slide this across the wall. You ain't got to put no pressure on. Don't put no pressure on it at all. If you want a smooth wall, don't put no pressure on it. Just put this on the wall, put it on the wall, and just slide it around the wall, and just slide around the wall in a circular motion. You feel what I'm saying? In circular motion, all the way, all across every piece of mud that you did. And once you do that, you should be, like I said, you should have a nice finish on your wall. And the lighter the sandpaper, the smoother the wall is going to be. So, you know what I'm saying? If you get up to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's 180 or some shit like that. I think 120 is as low as it goes. But like I said, I don't really do work with sandpaper all that much. So I know it's 80, 60, 80, 100, 120, you know what I'm saying? And it might go up from there. You know what I'm saying? I don't see how, but I don't see what the need with 150 grit sandpaper. You might as well take a piece of notebook paper, put it on the wall, and sand it off. but yeah, I got two. I got two full bathrooms. My back bathroom is double vanity. It's a double vanity. Then I got a tub and a toilet. You know what I'm saying? In one room. Matter of fact, here I'll go back there. I'll go back and show y'all real quick. It's probably a mess back there too, though. But yeah, I mean, I would have preferred having 1.5 bathrooms, but just having the 2 bathrooms is cool, because that way, multiple people can get in the bathroom and do what they got to do at one time. All right, So this is my second bathroom. And as you can see, I did the same thing in here. The same thing. And this is how these walls turned out. And I put this floor in here and here in this bathroom. And I said my sink got all the natural sink shit on it. So don't even pay no attention to that shit. You know what I'm saying? We got 5 people in this house, 2 girls, 3 boys. So, you know what I'm saying? Ain't shit up there but toothbrushes, brushes, mouthwash, toothpaste, and natural shit. This is the end, like, see, it's a door. See, this is the sink room. This is the sink area right here. All this is all the sink shit. And then this the bathroom in here. And I didn't wash the tub out, but this is the painted tub that I did in here in this bathroom. And like I was telling y'all about caulking my baseboards, like I didn't put any caulk along these parts of the baseboard at all. So that's just little stuff that I was doing out in the living room earlier that I was taking care of, you know what I'm saying? Just because, like I said, I didn't have shit else to do. Well, I wanted to get that stuff done before I moved on into the next, what's the name? But yeah, like I said, this bathroom turned out pretty good with what I did with the same thing that I'm going to do in my other bathroom. So, only thing that I'm not going to do in the other bathroom that I did in this bathroom is I'm not going to put no floor down in there because I'm not going to put no floor down because it's tile in there on that floor, like porcelain tile in there. So I'm not going to take none of that up from off of the what's name. You can see all the way up in the corner and see just like up here, I'm going to put a bead of caulk along the seams up here at the top in the corners as well. And the reason why I'm going to do that is because like when I put the skim coat on, when you put it on, I always leave like a 1/2 inch from the top of the wall to where I started at. That way I can put my bead of caulk in there. That way, you know, moisture and shit won't, if it will, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it probably won't, you know what I mean? But moisture won't get behind my skim coat. So, like I said, it more than likely it won't, but like I said, it gives it a better finish up there at the top when you look up there, you know what I'm saying? Like you'll see a nice smooth edge around the corners and shit. So just little shit like that, y'all. Just little bitty shit. So, yeah. What you doing? Making noodles. Make me some damn noodles. You owe me. All right. I'm gonna come on in here in the man's cave. I gotta put me a towel on my chair so I don't get drywall dust and shit all over it. My $400 goddamn chair. Ooh. Man, I like my little black light, yo. That should make it look real motherfucking smooth on here. Everybody should get a black light for their motherfucking for their man cave, for their gaming room. I highly suggest getting a black light. I don't know what it is about black lights, but look how my fingers look. If I had mud all over my fingers, yeah, that shit would look badass. Weimer boy. Yeah. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, like I was telling everybody in the streams, you know what I'm saying, before, like, when I do my work on my house, you know what I'm saying, it's to save money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever I can do to save, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, thousands of dollars, you know what I'm saying, to have somebody come out and do some shit, like, oh, hell no, I just refuse to. If it's something if it's out of my league, you know what I mean? If it's out of my league, I don't mind, uh, you know, letting somebody else come in and do the work or whatever, whatnot. But for that little shit, that saved me. That saved me about, I say, $3,500. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about that for my living rooms and shit. That saved me $3,500. And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it probably would have been less than that if they would have came in and skim coated it. It probably would have been less. But won't nobody come in and put a skim coat on your walls. You know what I'm saying? No, like I said, nobody would come in and do that. They would just recommend that you get all new drywall. You feel me? You feel me? Because putting a skim coat on your walls is just, like if the wall crack or something like that, you're just gonna be calling people out there, to fix it again or whatever, whatnot. So just keep that in mind, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not, like I said, I just showed you my walls, and my walls they're not cracked or nothing like that. The only places that they cracked is where they was cracked at already before we moved here. So nothing that we did, nothing that we did intentionally. You know what I'm saying? Crack the wall. Just in certain stress spots. You know what I mean? My kitchen is the next place where my kitchen is the next project that I'm gonna be working on, and for that, I might have to like run some plumbing and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I might have to call a plumber out here to run my pipes from on the wall, because I'm gonna keep my counter space on my wall, but I want my sink in the middle of my kitchen floor. Like I want an island, you know what I'm saying, in the middle of the kitchen floor. So I'm gonna have to have a plumber come out and run me some pipes from basically, from my kitchen wall, you know what I'm saying, down in the floor, and or hopefully I don't have to get it down in the floor. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't figured out exactly how I'm gonna do it, but trust me, I'm going to get it done. What I think I might do is just like rip out the whole cabinet area, you know what I'm saying, except for on my back wall, and then build an island out from the wall. That way, like it's more like a wraparound, you know what I'm saying, type of like a wraparound countertop. Because right now I got a serving window. I want to cut that wall out right there so that it's all just, you know, just a countertop. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want no wall separating my kitchen. I want it to be all countertop. You know what I'm saying? Like all the way around it, from the sink. All the way around my kitchen. I want it to be. And then when I come in, like I said, but I'll show y'all that when I go out there. Right now, I'm thinking snap. What? 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 Blue sky, man. What's good with you, my G? Y'all see I got the beast shut down. She shut down. She ain't been cut on. She ain't been cut on in like 2 days. So I'm probably gonna while that stuff is in there drying, I'm probably gonna fire up the computer. I don't know what I'm gonna do next, yo. I don't know. I mean, I know tonight I'm gonna probably go up there and put the rest of that mud back on the wall, but I don't know. Y'all anybody wanna see some gaming tonight? Anybody? It's only 3 people watching right now. Well, 2 people watching, including myself. Anybody wanna see some gaming tonight?
We secured the bag.
I'm dead.
You heard me.
Yeah, I heard you. The fact of securing a bag of noodles is like absurd.
Bag secured. I had to get the crumbs.
Had to get the crumb.
Yeah, you can't get the whole loaf. You gotta get the crumbs.
Okay.
Get the loaf without the crumbs in it.
Okay. I think you've been working too long. All these frivolous comments.
The real thing, I mean, the real question is, did you get the crumbs?
No, I didn't. I didn't. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna have to go for the loaf.
For the loaf, you gotta drink the loaf.
And then I'm going straight for the loaf.
Must be nice. Can't get it like that. I'm not that skilled.
All right. If you say so.
I'm not that skilled. You on the other hand, that's another story.
Okay. Dalton live stream say I'm going to bed. That's what's up, Dalton. Yeah, man. Like I said, I'm probably not gonna get no I'm probably ain't gonna get no gaming in tonight, yo. For real, for real. Cause I'm not tired or nothing like that. I wanna get this damn bathroom and shit done. So yeah, if I start gaming, I'll be gaming till like 3 o'clock in the goddamn morning, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. And you know what I'm saying? So but I will be back streaming later on tonight, finishing up the bathroom. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm just gonna go get cleaned up a little bit. I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna watch me a couple episodes of Power. Well, I'm probably gonna finish watching the episodes of Power because I went to sleep on like 4 of them earlier this morning. So, as always, man, I would like to thank everybody for coming out, everybody for watching, everybody for liking and subscribing. Oh yeah, yeah. Like I said, I ain't gonna do no gaming tonight, yo. And if I do, then y'all see me, and if I don't, then you won't see me. But y'all will definitely see me if y'all come back on live. You know what I'm saying, later on in about an hour or so, a couple hours from now. Y'all definitely catch me back on in there in the bathroom, finishing up what we started. So I thank y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. Dog is 5150, everybody. It's been real.